What's up, y'all? It's early spring, my favorite time of the year to go catch some fish. In my part of the country, the fish just bite. The water's in the upper 50s, low 60s. They like, if you can listen, that sound like water behind you, but that's actually fish like saying, come on, throw something at me. I'm ready to bite. That's what you hear behind me. We can catch them on a jerkbait really good this time of the year. You see, I got quite a few rods up here. I might throw this guy too, my little gordita. But I'm gonna be throwing this guy right here. This is a Loco Special Deep, all right? That's made by 13 Fishing. I'm throwing it on a 6/8 favorite Pro Series. I'm using a really high speed gear ratio reel. It's a windy, cloudy day. It's kind of overcast. The wind's blowing about 20 miles an hour. A lot of people will stay home on a day like this, but it's one of my favorite days to fish because this is the time you can throw something and really move really fast. That color is called regurgitated shad, and it looks just like a bass threw that shad up, and it's laying in your live well, right? This is the time you can throw something and really move really fast. I catch a lot of fish. Now, I don't know what size we're gonna catch. We're gonna catch a lot of fish. It's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm a holler. I got my little boy with me. He's gonna be doing little boy things. I think it's gonna be fun. I think it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be like one of the funnest. This is literally, I can fish every day from the end of February, beginning of February until June, because the fish just bite so well that time of year. What I want to show you is how I retrieve a jerkbait and some of the banks that I look for and the points that I look for a jerkbait this time of the year. So I think it's probably a little overlooked for late spring when the water gets warm. Everybody talks about cold water jerkbait, cold water, cold water, cold water. I think it's probably overlooked as a warmer water or even warm water bait. I've caught so many fish on the jerkbait when the water's in the 60s and 70s. Right now it's in the upper 50s, close to 60 degrees. Some places it is 60 and over. And it's a good bait because the fish are frisky, they're out biting, and they're actually eating a lot of shad. Now, one of the things I would normally look for right now, I'm just doing it right here because I want to be able to talk to you without a bunch of static, is I love to look for wind. So many days, especially in the spring, there's going to be really, really windy days, okay? That's just the way it is in the spring. You're going to get a lot of rain, you're going to be a lot of wind. This is a perfect example of what I was talking about. You've seen this happen all during practice. It's real calm, and you've been dragging a Carolina rig on this spot, and then come tournament day, this is the conditions you got. 20, 25 mile an hour wind. It's cloudy, overcast, and you're like, what in the heck? I can't even feel my bait. I don't know what's going on. I'm not getting bit. What do I change to? Change to a reaction bait. I promise you, when the water's warming like it is in the springtime right now, they're going, like, the fish are not sitting around worried about, there he is. Fish are not sitting around worried about cold weather. I might be a little better one that time. I don't know if he's better, but he's going to the heel. Yeah, that's a better one. Either that or he's got it hooked sideways. I got another one. Hold on, I gotta get him in. Watch out. Watch out. That Loco Special is such a good bait. It's got, I like a 3-hook jerkbait this time of year. That way, if he touches it, it's his butt. He's gonna be responsible for answering. Now, this is not a bass right here. This is actually a little striper, a little hybrid or a striper. I'm not really sure which one it is. Let's see. That is a little. They still bite good. It's a little hybrid. A lot of people call them wipers. I put that on my rod, Dave. I don't know if you want to put that one on your rod, buddy. All right, watch out, because these things can get hooks in you pretty good. Probably gonna run into these. Now, this is a good sign. When anytime you run into white bass or striper like this, that means you're around bait. So that's why that fish here, this is a good sign. So anytime I fish any of these windy baits like this, there's gonna be some fish there. Let's say you found a group of fish on a bank, and then all of a sudden on tournament day it starts raining, it's cloudy, it's overcast, and it's windy. You can't throw your shaky head. You can't throw your Carolina rig. You can't throw your drop shot. You can, but you can't maintain bottom contact, and you just can't seem to get that feel for it like you can when it's calm conditions. So that's when you want to pick up the jerkbait. Pick him up, sling him, put him in your hands and lock it.
those fish are going to feed more, because anytime that water temperature is rising, fish are frisky. I mean, if the water temperature is rising, it doesn't matter if it's 40 and if it's rising, they're frisky. If it's 70, 80 degrees and falling, they're going to be frisky. They're going to be biting. And so a jerk bait is going to be a good bait to trigger some of those fish that are frisky and they're ready to bite. They're ready to get on. So this time of the year in particular, in the springtime, I'm looking for these sharper banks. You can see this one's got a little red clay on it. It's a little bit sharper, steeper bank. The boat's setting in 25 foot of water, and I'm in a cast to the bank, right? That's all I'm going to look for. And I'm also going to look for places where there's wind on it. Wind is really important this time of year. And my cadence, let's talk about the cadence of the bait. Cadence is going to be pretty god doggone fast this time of year. The reason I like it is because you can cover water. There he is. God dang. Oh, that's a good one. There's another one. I'm not sure what that's a bass right there. Caught him on the jerk bait too. I'm telling y'all, this loco, the deep loco, if you got clear water, that's a good spot. I'm gonna swing him. Yeah, that's a good spot. I had to go to the back. A deep loco, that's what I'm throwing right there. Regurgitated shad. That's one of my favorite colors. That's a little spotted bass right there. That's all on this little windy point. Let me get the boat before it floats away. Right here on this little windy point like that, that's always going to be your high percentage area. And anywhere you got like just miles and miles of just flat bank and then all of a sudden a point, that's where it's probably going to be the best. But you can see, like, I'm working this bait extremely fast. I'm not letting it pause a long time. That loco did the job really good. Let's throw it back up there and see if I can catch another one. Huh? In the springtime of the year, a lot of your schools of fish are what we call busted up. When they move up to spawn, they bust up. They kind of spread out. They get from these big schools out in 25, 30 to 50 foot of water, and they started moving the fingers and coves and pockets. And so you need to cover water, because you're only going to catch one in this pocket, two in this pocket. You're very unlikely to catch, you know, 10 fish in a pocket this time of the year. It's possible, but it's unlikely. You're going to catch 1, 2 here, there. So what you want to do is put something in your hand that you can cover a lot of water with. That be this old loco special, like what I'm throwing right now. And you're just going to throw it, and you're going to put the trolling motor on about 40%, and you're going to put it in gear. Whoop, whoop. You're going to make it rip, all right? And you see how I'm fishing it right now. I'm bringing it. I'm bringing it back. I'm not giving it a bunch of time. I got an 8:3 to 1 gear ratio reel here. I'm using a little 610, I think this is, Pro Series from Favorite. And I'm bringing it back to the boat fairly fast. When it comes to retrieve, you're always gonna have to figure that out per day, right? So some days they may want something like this where you kind of feather it. You see how I'm just like doop, 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 feather it, let it set, feather it, let it set. Right now, what I like is a good, like a good hard KVD pop. You ever watch Kevin Van Dam fish a jerkbait? The dude jerks it so hard. I don't know how he doesn't jerk the O-rings out of the bait when he hits one. You're gonna hit it pretty hard like that. Let's throw it back out here on the point of it. The biggest thing is the wind. Wind means everything this time of year. There he is. Oh man, dude, he snatched it, bro. He snatched it. Holy smokes. That's a lot of fun right there. Look, that's what I like about a 3-hook jerkbait. All right, so you see every single hook in that bait is in his face. Okay, every single hook, all 3 of them. There's 9 points and 3 hooks on here, and all of them is in his face. Wop, 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 wop. You know how I do. Anytime I'm trying to show you guys how to work a bait, I use sound effects. But whop, 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 that's what you want to do. And I may do a 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 3 4 5. You can even just throw it out and just continuously work it this time of year. Got another one. There's one. There's another one. Let's see how big that one is. Well, that's just a smaller one right there. You can see the wind is howling right here. That's where you gotta go. Anytime you're fishing jerkbait, can you catch them where there ain't no wind? Maybe, probably. Sometimes it's definitely up for debate. When you take that Loco Special and get out here where there's a lot of wind like this, you should be able to catch some. There he is. God dang. Oh, that's a good one. There's another one. I'm not sure what that is. That's a bass right there. Caught him on the jerkbait too. I'm telling y'all, this Loco, the deep Loco, if you got clear water, that's a good spot. I'm gonna swing him. Yeah, that's a good spot. I had to go to the back. A deep Loco, that's what I'm throwing right there. Regurgitated shad. That's one of my favorite colors. That's a little spotted bass right there. That's all on this little windy point. Let me get the boat before it floats away. Right here on this little windy point like that. That's always gonna be your high percentage area. And anywhere you got like just miles and miles of just flat bank and then all of a sudden a point, that's where it's probably gonna be the best. But you can see, like, I'm working this bait extremely fast. I'm not letting it pause a long time. I'm working it really fast. You can see that Loco did the job really good. Because like I said, the fish are biting. They're not sitting around wondering, oh, I don't know if I want to eat today. I'm eating, buddy. I wish a bait fish would swim across me. They're gonna be wanting to eat. So don't waste your time. If there's one up there that's trying to be, you know, real pretty and hostility about biting, go and catch one that will bite. Don't waste your time this time of the year. Save that for the fall time when they're acting silly, or for the cold weather when they're acting silly. This is your one chance where you can go out on the water and just go rogue. You can fish as hard and as fast as you want to, and you can catch plenty of fish. So take that opportunity in the springtime to throw baits that you like to throw. Learn a new bait, learn a new color, find a new color. They're going to be, you can really experiment with colors on your baits and find something that you wouldn't have thought would work. You know, primarily speaking with the jerkbait, I'm going to keep it the same color most of the time. Some type of whites, shads, translucents. I'll throw a chartreuse in there, and every once in a while I might throw something that's real bright, like a pink or something. But for the most part, you know, it's pretty simple. Don't focus on that stuff. Look in your tackle box, find one that's pretty that you like. Find what you like. Tie that some gun on, put your trolling motor on 40%, and you just get to popping that rod tip. You get to do the KVD pop, okay? You can see this point right here is a little less than ideal. It's got a little bit too much stain from the wind coming off of it. A jerkbait is mostly a visual presentation, so I prefer the water to be clear, if at all possible. You know, because they got to see it to hit it. It's not like it's not throwing off a ton of vibration or anything like that. It's all about them seeing that and then saying, I wish you would move one more time, and then knocking the fire out of it. So that's what I tend to like when it comes to fishing a jerkbait. Now, the areas that I'm going to target, as I mentioned, are going to be steeper banks if the fish have moved further back in the pockets. But the first place that you're probably going to find them, especially if you got any type of smallmouth or spotted bass, is going to be on like these main lake points, and typically on the steeper side of these points. I'm fishing, here's one right there, a little small one. There's a little small one. This is just a little main lake point. Yeah, he's throwing water on you, Brooks. Let's just a small one, but it's on the main lake point. That's the key to it. It's moving, and when I'm telling you, if they see it, if they're around, they gotta have it. They got to have him. It's sort of like Chick-fil-A. You're not riding by Chick-fil-A and not getting at least some French fries or a milkshake or something. You might not get some chicken nuggets, but I guarantee if you go by Chick-fil-A, you're at least thinking about stopping. Do you have a Chick-fil-A app I can scan? That's what it's like with this Loco Special on cloudy, windy day like what we got today. Them fish are like, they're like, scan my app, baby. I gotta have that. There he is. Another one. Yeah, I got another one. I got another one. And on that windy point. Little windy point. Let's see, that's not that big a one. You have to be careful. With those hooks in that thing like that, they can get you in a heartbeat. There's nothing better than that, boy. I mean, I'm jerking that jerkbait too. I'm not cutting it no slack. I mean, I'm jerking it fast. I'm popping it. I'm doing the, I mean, look at that. That's not slow. Caught something right in here. Should be some more right here. That's a nice looking little point. Got deep water close by. You think it's one here? I think it's one here. You think it's one here? We'll get you then. I'll throw both of y'all out of the boat. Both of y'all have to walk home. You don't think it's one here either, bro? I was like, neither one of y'all. He said no. Is there more Ritz crackers in there? Yeah, you do. That's good enough for somebody like you. You're just a little rat. You're just a little bitty little old rat. You just, well, I'm your daddy. Yeah. That makes sense why you're a rat then. There he is. Told you. Tell you it'd be one there. Ow! No, you ain't reeling it in. I told y'all to fish. Y'all didn't want to fish. Y'all back there eating crackers. I'm gonna catch me some fish today, baby. Daddy gonna catch him some fish. No, you ain't putting it on your rod. I tell y'all it was gonna be one there. Y'all talk bad, but you don't know what you're talking about, Daddy. You don't know what you're talking about, Daddy. No, he ain't got no mouth. You can't put him on no rod. You gotta have a mouth for you to put him on a rod.
He doesn't got a mouth.
No, he don't got a mouth.
Well, why isn't he still got a mouth?
He got cut off in the war. That's a pretty one. They told me it wasn't.
Hey, hopefully you guys learned a little bit about fishing jerkbaits, especially in warm water situations. Water temperature is like in the low 60s right now. Typically, you don't hear many people talk about fishing a jerkbait from 60 to 80 degree water, but I promise you in the right situations, especially when it's windy like how it was today, you're gonna catch some fish doing it. Now, just to wrap up this video, I got some exciting news. If you stayed with me this long, I really appreciate it because some people probably clicked off the video by now, but I got some really exciting news for you. I'm actually going to be launching a tournament series for you guys to compete in. This is something that we've been working on for a very, very long time. And my team and I, we've thought it out, got the process pretty much dialed to a key. So starting today, Friday, because you're going to get this video on Friday, even though I'm editing this video on Thursday, on Friday. Today we are launching our first online fishing tournament. This is going to be the Straight Up Fishing Spring Classic. It's going to be an online tournament for you guys that fish kayak tournaments. You already know how this guy works. I'm going to have all the details in the next coming weeks. So I'm really excited to present to you guys this event, and I hope you'll participate in it. If you're going to fish in the tournament, raise your hand, leave a comment, tell your buddies, tell your friends. It's going to be really unique. deal. We're going to have 3 tournaments this summer, and you're going to qualify for a classic here on Lake Hartwell. You guys, we're going to have a straight up fishing school. Check out the link in the description box of this video. I'll also post it in the comments so it's easy for you guys to find. You can go there, register online tournament on the app, and then all the rules and everything will be on the app. The tournament will start on May 1st, and you guys will fish from May 1st to May 30th. And you'll have a whole month to go make a purchase at the store, figure out where you're gonna fish, do your groundwork. All right, you're gonna do your groundwork between now and May 1st, and it's gonna be a great tournament. The top 40 at every tournament, the top 40, not at the end of the 3 tournaments, but the top 40 in every tournament will be invited to that classic that we're gonna have this fall here at Lake Hartwell. And dude, it's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to you guys participating and sharing it with your buddies, sharing photos with me, and sharing, like, it's gonna be fun, dude. I love tournament fishing. I've literally been tournament fishing since I was like my oldest son's age, 8 or 9 years old. So it's just a part of my culture, of my family and me. We just like to fish tournaments. So I was like, you know, why don't I put on a tournament? So here you go. The Straight Up Fishing Spring Classic. All right, so check out the link in the description box. Go download the Fishing Chaos app, register for the event, and let's make this fun. Right? Appreciate y'all watching.